Hello Internet, thanks for tuning in. Today I'll be running through how I created this dynamic image gallery and I'm excited to share it with you. I'll see you inside the IDE. Hello! So I've got this idea for an image gallery and want to see if I can build it. What I've got to start a section with the component that I'm going to build, the image gallery container, and the images will go in here. Info container on the side. Pulled in some custom fonts and have an image array I'll be able to loop over. The styling here is nothing extreme. I just thought I would get this out the way so we can focus on actually trying to build the gallery. We've got a section which just fills the screen, sets the background color and aligns it all to the center. I got the image gallery container, which is 60% of the width with a minimum width of 400 pixels. The info container, which is this, 40% width, and just centers it inside. And then the heading and the paragraph, which is just some values which I thought looked good. So now that I've gone over this quick setup, we'll get into actually building the component. So in here, we'll map over the images array. We will get an image and an index in the function, and we will return image, and this will be from next. Then we will have a key because it's mapping. We will have a source image and we will have an alt, which I'll just call it image. So now we've got our images there. They're a little big. I'll add a class name to this as well. Styles.image, and now we can style it. We want it to take up the full width, which will do that. And then we also want object it color so that it doesn't misshape it. That looks good. We will have, let me just test this. Yeah, so this is the kind of starting state I want. And then when you hover over them, it will expand each one. Because it needs motion, we will need another div to wrap the image so that it can be a motion div. In here, we will actually go div. And this will wrap the image. So we will actually add the key here. Get rid of that. Key there, and let's put a class name on this of image container. Styles.image container. Then in here, we can add an image container styling. This will actually have the width. And then I think if I go 100% here, it should end up the same. There we go. We might not actually need that. Yeah, so we didn't need that. Then on the image container, we'll also want to hover just to change the cursor to pointer so that there's a bit of indication. There we go. So now we can hover. So now that we've got that done, we can get into the motion, adding the motion to the div. We will import motion from FrameMotion, which will make these motion divs. FrameMotion has this while hover attribute where we can set the style while it's being hovered. In this case, we will want to set the height to, like, let's just go 800. And see, we can hover and the image that's hovered will expand, and we can even transition between them. And this looks pretty cool, but you can see how you hover and it like hovers and then zooms in. This is because of the object fit and the size of the image. It doesn't fit inside of it horizontally anymore, so it expands to fit vertically, but keeps the aspect ratio. I don't really like this, so I'm gonna try fix it. My idea is I only want it to expand to fill horizontally its width so that it doesn't stretch and zoom. So to do that, I'll need to get this width. Because it's a percentage value, I'll need to use a reference. So in here, we will make const image container ref equals use ref from React. We will set it to null. So on this, we will put a ref to image container ref. Now that we've got that, we want to get the dimensions of it. So now we want to actually get the dimensions of this reference container. So we will have a const dimensions set dimensions equals use state from React, and we'll set it to width 0, height 0. We've got a state for dimensions now, but we want a way to set them. We'll use layout effect. We only want this to run once. If image container ref dot current set dimensions width as image container ref dot current dot offset width, height image container ref dot current dot offset height. Okay, this is because I'm using TypeScript. I need HTML div element here, and now it works. I can get the offset width and the offset height of that container. Okay, now that I've got that, we were going to set the height of this based on this container width. So the height will be the image dot height times by the dimensions dot width divided by image dot width. Okay, and to explain this, we have the image height, which is the value we're changing, and we want to keep it the same aspect ratio. So how do we do that? We get the width of the container and divide it by the image width, and that will give the ratio that we want the height to be, to stay the same aspect ratio, so that it scales the height the same as the width of this container, keeping the aspect ratio. Hopefully that makes sense. Now when I come here, we have no zoom, and these are the full size images that are displayed. And there we go. My idea has come to life. I hope this was helpful for you, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.